Light the fuse, bring the boom. Let's go ignite. Elements collide in a flash of light. And you feel the boom. That means it's time. Light the fuse, bring the boom. Dynamite, let's go ignite. Elements collide in a flash of light. And you feel the boom. That means it's time. Light the fuse, bring the boom. Dynamite.
What's up, everybody? My name is Angel Black, the Professor of Women Wrestling. Welcome to my review of Wild Women Wrestling Season 2, Episode 3, right here on the PW of the Dome. And in this episode, you had the big 203 match for the Wild World Championship. Penelope Pink gave me the defender championship against Princess Aussie and Tormenta. And of course, the numbers spelling disaster for Miss Pink. And earlier on in the match, before we got in the match, in the middle of the show, we had Lon Starr and Zoe Lopez confronting each other backstage, and basically Lon Starr basically just told Sophia, "Hey, I got Tormenta the World Championship match. I got her in the match. That's what you wanted, right?" But Sophia Lopez basically said, "Yeah, that's what I wanted, but I didn't agree to a 203 match. I wanted Tormenta to be in the World Championship match 1-on-1." And of course, Sophia Lopez trying to finesse her way into having that happen in this episode, but it didn't happen. And Diva Malame didn't make that happen. It's still a 203 match. And they had a contract sign at the start of the show. Why they had a contract sign to the match that already was announced last week is beyond me, but I'm not gonna judge. But you had the match officially official. It already wasn't official last week, but it's officially. Anyway, that's the main event of the show. But we're gonna talk about the first match of the show. That was the Beast make her return to the ring after break her leg, having her leg broken by the mysterious attacker in the parking lot, as he takes on Chainsaw, and she had accompanied by her little sister Angelica Dante. Get out of here. Anyway, you have the Beast and Chainsaw in the middle of the ring, squaring off, got up with High Elf, the two powerhouses to the Wild currently, and at one point you have Chainsaw get knocked down, which was very rare in the Wild, by the Beast with a clothesline. At one point, Chainsaw took advantage for a little bit, taking her down on the bad leg and choking her out in the middle of the ring. But the Beast comes back like she always does, and is just showing off her relentless and resiliency, knocking out Chainsaw with a couple of stinging splashes to the corner, and also with a huge spear in the middle of the ring to seal the deal for the win. And the Beast, after the match, you have her basically saying that she's still hunting down the person who broke her leg in the parking lot, and I hope she finds her soon, because the fact that you ticked off all the women you can tick off, you ticked off the Beast. Really? You got some kind of death wish or something? Like, I honestly don't think that Chainsaw or her sister Angelica Dante. Get out of here. Jesus Christ. I don't think those two had anything to do with it. I'll be surprised they did. But the Beast gets the win here over Chainsaw, and she just looks better than ever. Move on to the next match, and we have G.I. Jane. No, not J. Pitt Smith. She takes on Tiki Chamorro. Of course, G.I. Jane is accompanied by IQ Superior, Samantha Smart, and both Tiki and G.I. Jane served the U.S. country of the U.S., and we salute them for that. And also, Tiki Chamorro is a former rugby player, so he got to use that in her advantage against G.I. Jane, as well as her speed. G.I. Jane is a big girl, tall, thick, and she can use her power in this match as well as her agility. You have G.I. Jane taking advantage early on. You had Tiki hitting the head scissors takeover by G.I. Jane. Most of the match that we had just G.I. Jane just talking trash to the referee in the match, Paige Benzavalli. and most of the matchup you just have her doing that. And yeah, you have some matches more taking advantage and choking out Tiki the corner with her ruler. But like, if I were G.I. Jane, I would not talk, constantly talking trash, constantly pushing her throughout the match. Because some of you don't know, Paige Pennsylvania used to be a wrestler. Before she was referee on WoW and on NXT, she was wrestling down in Florida. Again, trained by Santana Garrett, former WoW World Champion herself. So, if I was G.I. Jane, I would not be, taking her lightly, because she can throw down in the ring if she has to. Just like Jessica Carr, aka Kenny Brink, can throw down if she has to in WWE. And she's been on top of her game when it comes to her officiating. But going back to the matchup, you have G.I. Jane hitting Tiki Chamorro with a left drop, and they said that it was saved Hogan. And I'm gonna move on real quickly so I don't say anything inappropriate. But of course, the moments of the matchup, you have Tiki Chamorro counting moves from G.I. Jane and hits her with the crucifix wall up for the victory. A big upset for a victory for Tiki Chamorro, and she takes out the bigger opponent, and another win for the Island Dynasty. And speaking of the Island Dynasty, they would have the tag team champions, the Tonga Twins, Connor and Chaos, will defend their championships next week against their arch nemesis, Miami Street Heat, representing the Fabulous Four, and Lori and Lindsay. And these two have been going at it ever since Miami Street Heat won the tournament for the titles in season 1, and of course, Tonga Twins won the titles in second last episode of the season finale of season 1, and they're gonna be going at it. I believe they're gonna be going at it for tag titles for throughout season 2. I highly doubt that anyone else is gonna be fighting for these championships. If they do, they're gonna be either the Tonga Twins win the championships or Miami Street Heat win the championships, because I don't see anyone else win these titles. Any other tag team win these titles, as long as either the Tonga Twins or Miami Street holding these titles, because these are the two best tag teams in WoW, and they're gonna be going at it forever. But speaking of tag teams, what happened in 2 weeks will be Los Banditas, Sylvie Sanchez and Vivian Rivera taking on the Mother Truckers, Big Red Betty and Holly Swag. And we saw the Mother Truckers backstage, Holly Swag fired up after what happened with Sofia Lopez and Los Banditas. And I don't blame her, because they got screwed out of the tag title opportunity, and they ended up going to jail. But he got bailed out of jail last week, helping out Tonga Twins take out Los Banditas. And we got to see that match in 2 weeks in episode 5. But we move on to the next match tonight, and you already know. You already know what's gonna happen is Exile, Genesis and Exodus alongside Ice Cold, and they take on the team known as American Grit, according to Jessie Jones. It's Jessie Jones and Americana. And before the match even starts, we had a backstage promo about video package with Ice Cold getting excited to have her girls team up and take on Jessie Jones and Americana. But Exodus apparently is upset that Ice Cold has been giving the cold shoulder. But Ice Cold had no idea what he's talking about, and Genesis agreed with Exodus, and Ice Cold doesn't know what's going on. Why is he all of a sudden getting ambushed backstage by Genesis Exodus? And while Exodus was walking out, Ice Cold purposely bumps into Genesis purposely bumps into Ice Cold, and I don't want to see no breakup between these two. I mean, they always teasing, like, no, I don't want to see no miscommunication, no bad blood between these three. Like, they just end up being one of the most popular trios in WoW. So I don't want to see them breaking up anytime soon. The fact that you even teasing a breakup is ridiculous. But that's beside the point. You have Exile, Genesis, Exodus teaming up, taking on Jessie Jones and Americana. it was a pretty decent matchup, a pretty decent tag team matchup. At one point, Americana is really good in the ring. She's very athletic, very agile. We had her doing a springboard external to the ring onto Exodus, and after she did the move, she quickly held on to her arm. And of course, both Americana and Jessie Jones was working on the arms of both Genesis and Exodus, as Jessie Jones sets up that her finisher, the walk down stress, with his submissive armbar, which have been just taking out every superiority that she sees fit. And of course, Genesis is no stranger to Exile. She had her run in with Exile on their episodes a while, alongside her tag team partner. But at one point in the match, he had Exile doing a leg sweep vertical T combo, which looked pretty damn good in this match, because other times they did that move and that doesn't really look all that good. But you can tell they got better in the ring, because the move they did here, the leg sweep vertical T, looked pretty damn good in this match. But close to most of the matchup, you gotta bear with me when I say this, because it gets ridiculous. Yeah, Jessie Jones get ready to pin Genesis, and Americana pushes Jessie Jones' foot off the ropes, because he saw Jessie Jones get ready to use her the foot on the ropes. But Jessie Jones is not like that at all, and you have Exodus grabbing Jessie Jones, and Genesis hit the roundhouse kick onto Exodus by mistake, because they were meant to hit Jessie Jones, but Jessie Jones ducked out of the way. And meanwhile, while Exodus trying to get out of the ring and the referee was not looking, Genesis was in getting ready to get taken down by Jessie Jones, but Ice Cold out of nowhere hits the leg sweep onto Jessie Jones, and Genesis uses the ropes herself onto Jessie Jones, and that's how they win the match. Exile gets the win. And hey, talk about fair play. It's like, you want to use the ropes on Exile, they turn the tables on you. That's how they do things in WoW. And hey, big win for Exile. That's what they need to do. That's what they need to do. They need to, they had a little bit of scuffle backstage, but they end up just putting their issues aside, and they end up getting a win over Jessie Jones and Americana. That's what they need to do from now on. Whenever there's an issue backstage, to put that to the side and focus on getting the win. And that's what they did here tonight. And hopefully we see them get an opportunity for the titles, because at this point they deserve at least a shot at the titles. And anyone gonna disagree with that? I'm pretty sure nobody would disagree with that statement. But we move on to the main event of the night. The main event of the episode, you have the triple threat match. Penelope Pink defending the champion against Penelope and Tormenta. Tormenta, of course, accompanied by Sophia Lopez, the world great attorney, and also the Aussie Divas. Having a big entrance for a big match for her, and I don't blame her. And you got Penelope Pink alongside the Fabulous Line Star. And Penelope is accompanied by the WoW fans, because the WoW fans are fully behind Penelope in this matchup, and honestly, I don't blame them, because Penelope been busting her butt ever since she came into WoW, and having her get this opportunity is great. And this match was really good from start to finish. Of course, at one point you had Penelope Pink use her heel tactics and won the way. Once the match bell rang, we have a couple of key moments in the matchup. You have Penelope Pink hitting a second rope flatliner onto the Tormenta, and you had Penelope hitting the double drop kick or double king wheel kick from top rope, and also you had her hit the cut up for down under onto Penelope Pink. And Tormenta had some big moments in the matchup. You have her hit German suplex onto Penelope Pink while Aussie was on the shoulders of Penelope Pink, and that was a pretty damn big move. And Penelope Pink got her come out counter on the outside, and Tormenta ran her head to the barricade, and that was the last time you see Penelope Pink in the match. But you had Tormenta and Aussie squaring off. Aussie was on the shoulders of Tormenta. She rolls her up. 1, 2, 3. You have a new Wild World Champion and Aussie. And damn it, it's about damn time. Cause she's been busting her butt ever since she came to Wild, like I said. And she's been busting her butt for a while before she came to Wild. And seeing her win the championship, win the big match, finally to finish the story before someone else in particular finished the story. You probably know who I'm talking about because everybody else been finishing their stories except for him. But going back to Aussie, she really deserves the big win here, and I'm glad she's the Wild World Champion. You know, she doesn't have a belt because after the match, Penelope Pink lost the match without getting pinned. But Launch Star grabbed the belt before anyone gets to give the belt to Aussie, and she steals the belt, runs away with the belt and Penelope Pink, and Aussie didn't even get to celebrate with the belt. She didn't get to have the confetti flying out of the ceiling. Like, what the hell? So, like, I get that Penelope Pink didn't get pinned, but she still lost. The win's a win for Aussie. But for all you guys that were wondering what will happen if Aussie did have the belt, what she looks like with the belt, there you go. She looks phenomenal with the belt. It was deserved too. And again, congratulations to Aussie, and you truly deserve it. And hopefully we see a development in this whole shenanigans when Launch Star is telling the actual belt from Aussie that the champion. But no belt, Aussie is still the Wild World Champion, and we can be more happier. But as they wrap up episode 3, I'm wrapping up episode 3 of my review of season 2 of WoW right here on the PW Zone. So make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new here, tap the bell on YouTube about any of my videos, and make sure you follow me on social media. Follow me on Twitter at MadCraziness, follow me on TikTok at MadCraziness, and follow me on Instagram at MichaelDavis612. And make sure you go to Facebook for join the PWSO Facebook group page, and also subscribe to the PWSO YouTube channel. We have April Brown with reactions on all the TV shows and all key moments of WWE TV and AEW TV. You got the PWSO podcast, the Wednesday Locker Room, the Pro Wrestling with Lesson PWR podcast, and many more content on that channel. So please subscribe to the PWSO and to the PWSO Zone, because the hustle never stops over here. Until that time, I'm Michael Davis, Black. I'm out.